Better not ask for nothing. You better not ask for nothing. You better not ask for nothing. You better not ask for nothing. Feeding you greatness, everything you need. Pull up to the table and fulfilled you'll be. We got the last week for the culture and what's trending. Foolishness and friends, everything in between.
But y'all not listening when we say don't ask for nothing. Whatever you need,
anything, everything, all things,
you'll be fulfilled right here. Tune in, turn up.
Turn up. Turn up.
What's good, everybody? It's Keem. It's Shish.
Yo, yo, yo.
And we have that at home.
Oh.
What's good, brother?
What's going on?
Another Tuesday. Here we go. Come on with the shout out to Dom Designs. What's good?
We repping today. We repping today.
Come on, you got the full. You better show up and show out like you ain't never done it before.
And they say they're ready for the merch.
Every week.
They ready for it.
I got ran up on this weekend. Is our girl Mo ready?
You know, is it even ready for her
the
intro?
Queen.
Mo to the.
Mo. To the. Don't start me up.
The vocal Bible.
My responsibilities. It's me.
My best friend's always on my mind. Hey. You gotta be down. Hey!
I gotta move up.
I gotta move. Hey.
We gotta be a band.
That's right.
Period.
A trio. I was gonna say a quartet, but that ain't us.
Or a trio of us.
Or trio of us. Trio.
All right, so what's up?
Can we open up this segment a little bit? Good news, grievances, anything that's on your mind that you got to get off your chest.
My banging news is that my weekend was amazing. I went out and I danced for the whole weekend. My body is still in recovery, but it was worth it. Thank you.
All right. Our cheers to the motherfucking weekend.
Word.
Mo. Your turn.
Can I go last? Let me think for a second.
Okay, well, Scheme had the good shit. I'm going to be like, this was my week. Dear white people, or non-black people, when we're having a conversation and the shit is all good, please do not go out your way to incorporate that you have a black relative or a black friend or try to prove that you're not racist, because now I'm going to think you're racist. Just be cool and stay on topic. That's all.
Stay on topic. Pro tip.
That's all.
Stay on topic.
Yes. That damn racist every day, Lord.
It really is, though.
It's always a black nephew or a half black grandson.
I
guess my one piece of, you know what? This is what it is. This is the message. Y'all go on vacation, treat yourselves. The world is opening back up. I have two. I am going to the Bahamas on Friday.
Hey.
Hence the outfit. You see me.
Okay.
You better be ready for the island.
That's
you know
what I
what
was
I'm
thinking.
saying? But also, on a scarier note, I don't even like talking about the vaccine because my choice is my choice and y'all ain't going to judge me. But just bad news just keeps coming out about it, and it's very scary. So like the CDC is having a meeting about heart inflammation in some patients. The people don't know. Y'all, I have been blessed with many health issues and illnesses and whatever. So I'm like weary of shooting something up in my body because I feel like I would be the one to fall apart, you know, because my shit ain't even working right as it is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very, very scary for me. That
hearts are now blowing out of chests.
Yes, and it's like the whole world is doing this. First is the Johnson & Johnson one. They were calling that one ghetto. Then we're getting Moderna and Pfizer. Now Moderna and Pfizer are making your heart blow up. And I know it's not everyone. You know what I'm saying? I understand statistics. I understand a small percentage or whatever, but just no.
But I feel it. If you've dealt with underlying conditions, then it is what it is. I mean, your concern is legit. I get it.
Yeah.
And it's messed up because you want to be legit. You want to travel. You want to have your papers right. But it's like.
But a lot of people wait at this moment. They waited to see what the outcome of these shots would be. And you're seeing it. Mm-hmm. They're figuring things out. And unfortunately, there's test dummies out here who are seeing what's happening.
I'm very scared. I keep like, I'm very like horror movie, scary movie scared still. I know it's like, I feel ignorant in my thinking, but I don't give a fuck. Like, shit doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense.
I think that is a very weird thing for them to constantly bribe people to get the shots and incentives to get the shots. You're getting entered into multi-million-dollar giveaways.
You get Yankees tickets at Yankee Stadium.
Oregon is giving out weed in exchange for the shots. Like they are bartering and trading off everything. Free food, free everything, money. It's just crazy.
And it's like, yo, after you understand the way this world works and the way that the people that are in charge have treated us as human beings, one, you know, they don't care about us. And like the thought work and the processes, all this stuff is put into like this small group of people's hands. And now they are responsible for giving something to the whole world that's supposed to keep us safe. Now, if they fucked up, now that's it.
That's it.
It's like my bad.
And the thing is that if they fucked up is actually going on right now. That's what's happening.
Please don't even, because I can't. Because people are just trying to take care of themselves, right? You're trying to make the right choice. And if you want to do the right thing, and I'm not vaccinated or whatever. So I'm really like, I don't know. I'm concerned. I don't want to be a zombie, guys.
Just like we said earlier on, like it was kind of early for them to drop a vaccine. It's like they scared us half to damn death. Now they rushing to get a vaccine to get everybody back on board. And it's like shit not adding up.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Then it's 2 different ones, so it's like it's
3.
3 different ones. So it's like you got different people.
There's a lot of different ones because in different countries people are getting different shit.
Right. So even that is right.
Because when I asked my husband what he was getting, I don't even know what the hell it was. Mm. He said it was a Chinese one. I'm like, okay. And his was a one-shotter, and it wasn't Johnson & Johnson. So everybody's creating different stuff.
Yeah. And my kid said, go ahead, Mom.
She says the way they giving away all this free stuff to get the vaccine should tell you something right there.
The weed is where I crossed the line. Like, okay, nah, y'all giving away weed, y'all is really something up. Like,
you didn't want to go get it?
Not the regular weed.
They was giving away regs.
I'm sure.
You better be giving out runts for the vaccine.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Shut up. They could have been giving out that old deluxe.
It wasn't the Zaza. I know that.
That dispensary stuff be having you like.
Yeah.
Yo, the dispensary is like such an experience. I don't know, like when you go in and they have the little jars and you could pick it up and smell it and look at it. It's so cute and extra as fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it might be something good. You might be able to pick out what you want. I don't think it's probably that whack.
Nah,
I got good weed. You know, you ask, you get, they have a menu. You get exactly what you want. I'm like,
I know.
I want to be happy and talkative. I don't need nothing that's gonna have my body slump. So that's a sativa. I don't like to the point.
No, for real.
I like something with a fruity taste.
Do they got that in them plants?
They don't.
They do.
And you could taste it too. Like there's some that's like fruit punchy or lemony, and it's lovely.
Yeah. They got the lemon stuff. My favorite. I like the purple strands, but you have to like be careful because all of them gonna be hitting. But if you get a good one, you be gonna like what Kimmy was saying.
That no, see, that's why I don't mess with that. I got things to do. I can't be melted.
That's your reward. I was talking about this with somebody. Like I have to smoking is my reward. I come home, do what I gotta do, and then once I smoke, it's over with. So it's like I ain't doing shit after I smoke.
I had this experience. I got home, I did the thing, and next thing you know, I was waking up. I was like, what? What happened? I don't want that. I don't want that.
I love it.
What's on the menu?
Yes, let's get into this menu. And you know what? I don't even think we have acknowledged it, but happy Pride.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. And
shout out to the folks.
Shout out to the folks. I told you I work with children before. It's a little story. One of my the little kids that I work with, every day we're on Zoom, comes in on Zoom and puts her name as her first name, and then she has Pride of the Day, and each day she celebrates a different member of the community. So it's, oh my God, it warms me. So yesterday she had her name, let's say her name is Moni. It was Moni, Pride of the Day, FTM. Yeah, I think that's it.
Female to male.
Yeah. Did she put anything after? Whatever. It was like FTM too. And then like the other day it was Moni, Pride of the Day, lesbian, or Moni, Pride of the, and like she goes deep. She didn't like just the surface level. Like she's in FTM. Like
wow.
I love it.
How old are your babies?
They are 9 and 10 years old.
They better live.
Oh yeah. Oh, these kids educated out here.
Yes.
They better live.
They know. They know. But that was very sweet. So yes, happy Pride. We are going to have some special episodes coming up with some guests. Very exciting. We're going to get up into the pride of the people, and we're going to get into some spicy, sexy, you know.
The nitty gritty.
We might be masked. We might have feathers. We might have a little leather. I don't know, you know. But it'll be fun. Ooh. First topic of the night. Should transgender athletes only be allowed to compete in sports as the sex they were born?
We need like some. We need a sound guy.
I know.
Coming soon. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about it. Like I see different stories where there are transitioning athletes who get an upper hand because their born gender gives them different strength than the athletes that they are up against. But it's one-sided because there are female to male athletes who compete on male teams. So how do you allow that to happen? But then you don't want to allow a male to female to participate because they may be stronger.
Right.
I mean, I think that that's the main issue that people have with it. But I honestly don't know what to argue and how to feel about it. I feel like it's a little bit unfair because of that underlying thing, but who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely had one side like when I first like saw the topic, and I was like, and I got to think about it. I was like, well, damn, now I'm questioning my own logic because, like you said, like, okay, if it's a female to male and they go and they're playing in the male situation and they dominate, it's like nobody feel no type of way about that. So it's like.
Yeah, right.
For vice versa to go and then dominate, it's like, oh wait a minute, that's unfair. So it's like it's definitely something to be you know, like I don't really know where I stand with that either because it's, you know, it made me look at how I think about it.
I think like before even like having the conversation as a I don't know, society, we have to have certain common ground. So obviously, the way we view sports right now, women are not viewed as physically on par with men, right? Not as strong, whatever the case may be. Fine, we make that distinction in sports. So there's like a lot of things that go on, which I don't know how much we should be getting into their personal lives. But then again, we are all up in sports personal lives about what they can do with their bodies, right? So then it gets into the point of, all right, you're a woman going, whatever it is, woman going to a men's field, whatever the case, or men going to the women. Like, I don't know, do like hormones that you're taking affect it? What if you're taking a bunch of female hormones and you really don't have the strength or the muscle tone or whatever it is that you had when you were born? Like, maybe your physiology is actually different now, you know, like things have really changed for you. You can't determine that except on a case-by-case basis. So to even make like a large-scale rule would be difficult because it's such an individualized experience. I don't think you can take everyone and just be like, no, they can't, or yes, they can, because then the other side is, yes, you want to protect everybody in the sport and make it fair, but then also these people are individuals. If they cannot play in this sport, well, let me know where they can play.
Right.
You know, because we can't just leave them out completely. That doesn't make sense. Either we get rid of the binary, which is going to be very difficult because women's and men's bodies are physically different, right? Like, we have to agree on that. I don't even know. I guess it is true, right? Like,
that's science. Like, yeah.
So it's like, if we get rid of that binary, then it would definitely leave women at a natural born women at a disadvantage. I don't know how to fix that for everyone.
Right. And I don't know how the hormones changes the body. I mean, if you're athletic, you're strong.
Right.
And I feel like, to keep it simple, your ability is your ability. You know what I'm saying? So unless you're wrestling,
UFC,
and there's females who want to play football. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're wrestling, I don't see what the disadvantage may be.
I mean, you could take basketball, for instance. Like, there are no women, like barely any women that dunk the basketball. They're just not as tall, not as, I don't know.
But a lot of basketball women are taller than usual. If you look at like semi-pro, college, and stuff like that.
But the men are taller than usual also, and the women are just not as tall as they are. You know, like, I don't even, is their basket lower or closer or something? Like, I don't even know if it's the same.
I think it's the same. It's a standard.
I think their ball is smaller. Like,
if you know how to play, you are shooting that ball.
You know, that's one thing I would say. Like, it's not. That's probably the most common thing you would see. Like, just like walking up the street, you would see girls and guys playing basketball together. Like, because I mean, that's not really like a physical, like, so where you gotta be like, you know what I'm saying? It can get physical, but I think that's like pretty standard. But like, for me, it's like,
be separated then, or should they be together?
I mean, like I said, if that was to happen, I could see that happening. But like, as far as like UFC and like boxing and shit like that, it's like, that's where it's like, whew, like,
you know what? As you said that,
you want to do that
about basketball specifically, like, why couldn't they put them together? Even if women can't do the same things that men are doing on the basketball court, like, so what? That doesn't mean you don't still have a role. Or would they just not be as valued? Like, would they never get the type of shine they would be able to get if the men weren't playing with them?
I don't know. I mean, like, it's some females that really can play, but then it's probably some that's probably regular that probably would be like, okay, damn, she getting dog out there. Like,
it would just become a male dominated.
Yeah,
that's so interesting.
I guess, yeah. But I feel like for something like basketball, even baseball, like, I could see them like integrating everybody. It's kind of like the physical shit there was like kind of crazy.
Yeah. Agree.
So if you had to make the decision, what would you do? I'm like, because somebody has to make the decision, you know?
Let the people play.
Yeah. I mean, I don't,
like the individual, I decide where I want to play.
I feel like, because I mean, at the end of the day, I guess knowing who you facing, you could always like you know what you're walking into at the end of the day. And so I guess if
For me,
females agree to the match, then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because like, if okay, it's like somebody say, okay, bam, here you go, G, you about to fight Floyd Mayweather, blah 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 blah. Like I could be like, oh hell yeah, I could be like, oh hell no, like he undefeated, like you know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like the opponent would know certain facts about who they facing, so where they could be like, yay or nay, if they feel like it's fair or not. So at the end of the day, let them play, and then that's up to the opponents to be like, nah, or you know what I'm saying, yeah.
Kimmy, were you gonna say something?
No.
You definitely had something to say.
No.
All right.
I mean, a lot of people don't even begin to understand anything about transness and what the people are feeling and what their ability is, how the hormones change their body. We don't know. That ain't our experience. You know what I'm saying? And who do we have around to educate us on that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So all I know at the end of the day, once you go into transitioning, that's what you want to be identified as.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So keeping it simple, just let them play.
Yeah, I think
you're out there to compete. You're out there for the challenge. Go for the challenge and do your thing.
Yeah, I think I'm for like pushing against that binary, because I do think if it's like let everybody play, then we can't hold on to this notion of separate leagues for men and women. I don't think we can do both at the same time. And I'm not, I feel like they should definitely be included somewhere, because what's going to happen right now, it seems like they're going to be excluded and then there's going to be no place for them. And I just don't think like that's just not right.
Right.
But it has to be figured out. And it's like we created these categories, so we need to uncreate them because they're not working anymore.
Right.
It's just not working, but that's a societal shift.
It is.
It is. All right, let's get into this little next topic.
Wow.
Why does it seem like some people value animal lives over Black lives? So I've seen so many videos on Facebook of animals distraught. I don't know if it's just I don't know if this comes on everybody's stream, but it's always an animal distraught somewhere in some oil in a hole they got 10 babies, the back legs don't work, the stomach is distended, the teeth fell out, whatever. And the person goes, takes the dog, the duck, whatever it is, rehabilitates it, cares for it deeply, spends time and all of its energy getting it out of the ditch. And I'm just like, I look at it and I'm, going to call out our white friends a little bit. A lot of the times it is our white friends. And I cannot help but make the comparison. I don't know if I should, but it's the treatment that seems to be the love, the spread of emotion that seems to be given to these animals does not seem like it's extended to people of color. And like everything, it just, I don't know. It is interesting.
I've definitely seen that, you know what I'm saying, where it was a story not too long ago, locally, well, back home, and it was like the cop, or it was the dog was a cop dog, and then whatever situation the dog, yeah, it was a cop dog, and it was like whatever situation, it was a guy who had got killed, a black guy, and in the same little scene, they both had got shot and killed, and of course the dog was getting more coverage than the fucking human being. And we would like, you know what I'm saying? It was a couple people that felt the type of way about that, but of course he got like kind of like push it aside. But it was like, yeah, this is mad weird. Like, yeah, recipe to the dog, but
yeah,
but like the human life, like damn. You think the dogs are somewhere watching the news and then the dog news is covering the humans? No, they saying they worry about their people. So I just thought that was weird too. But like, yeah, so I agree with you, Moni. I've definitely seen situations where it felt like an animal life could be more important than a black life, and especially in the same situation. Like,
and it's funny because you could be in a situation like that and think like, yo, am I bugging? Am I crazy? Like that's not rational. Nobody would like value, but it really does seem that way.
It's real out here.
Yeah, because when you say it out loud, it sounds crazy because it is, but it's very real.
It's people like when rally you for them
animals.
Sorry, Kenny.
People really rally for them animals.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And it's like, I don't know. And it's like when you were saying when you say it out loud, it seems absurd. And it's like when you say it out loud, like all of the things that happen to Black people and just how, I don't want to, but just how disrespected, undervalued, just
all of it.
It's crazy. And it's just like everywhere. People just think like because you're darker, that somehow that I don't know, irrational. I want everybody to just like step out of the matrix, please.
Right.
Do some individual thinking. As G would say, don't be a part of the system.
Don't be the problem.
That is something I would say.
Yes. I appreciate it.
No, but for real, because like I don't understand, but that's just where it are. Like whoever started the whole individualism and the divisiveness of it all, like we are this, they are that. Because like humans should be human. It shouldn't be like subhuman or like, oh no, not that type of human or like it shouldn't be that. Racism is retarded.
Do you think that racism will ever go away in this country?
I don't think it will ever go away in the world.
Why not?
Where's it going to go?
Right, where's it going to go? Like that's
back from whence it came.
It's a part of it.
It's a part of history. You have young people who feel like that. You have college people who feel like that. You have people with privilege who feel like that. And I feel like that always exists. You know what I'm saying? Like for some people, racism is their culture. The ones with the flags and the ones with the pickup trucks and stuff.
Yeah, just like the people who still holding down the Confederate flag, or
the ones who be riding around with them big old American and blue line flags on the back of their trucks for no reason. They exist. They ain't going nowhere. They take pride in it. They take pride in the stupidity.
But do you think it will become less and less as generations go on? Do you feel like there's any sort of shift? Because sometimes I will say I go back and forth. Sometimes I feel like there's a shift. The kids are different. The kids are different than us. I hope that it's everywhere. I know I'm in New York City and sometimes it's a bubble because it's very diverse here. And I know that's very different in, like Hicktown, South Carolina, whatever.
I feel like the love outweighs the hate. I feel like that strongly, but the hate is always going to be there because those 1 and 2 people don't care about being a dickhead, don't care about looking stupid, don't care about wasting their time on hate. Because when we see all these videos every day, the stores, the parks, the streets is going in on these people who are acting like dickheads. It was just a video. The police took down a group of young Black guys over a vape pen on the boardwalk. The boardwalk is like everybody goes to the boardwalk,
right?
So you seen all these white ass people fighting through the police and recording and telling them like, no, you ain't doing right. And I see examples like that a lot, where you got people around holding it down, speaking out, and that just shows me that it's the love outweighs the horrible shit we say. Because them white people was trying to get through them police officers. And there was older people, 40, 50, with their phones out trying to push through the cops and stop it. because they knew that it was wrong. And that exists a lot. You know what I'm saying? Even though we see a lot of horrible things. But it's deep rooted. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, because people gonna teach their kids and their kids, and they gonna teach their dogs.
Yeah, they're like that. It goes to the next people. We've seen videos where they're trying to lynch people in the park. They tried to lynch this big old black man in the park. And his friends, I think he was the only black guy, and his friends was trying to talk the people down. But they were trying to hang him from a tree. He was as big as a football player. They have no shame. They ain't scared of nothing. But that was part of their culture. That's what they knew. Ain't no normal person thinking about lynching people. And I don't think a lot of that is around. But it's here. And it's culture.
I think most stuff just go underground. I don't think really,
Racism has to be a mental disorder at this point.
I think so.
Because
it is.
You are operating from a place of hate constantly. And what is hate but fear? So you are walking around in fear, and it is making you do things that are completely inhumane and irrational. Can you imagine? I can't even, like, am I wholesome? Am I pure? I could never imagine in a million years killing someone, let alone hanging someone, let alone taking it upon myself to decide that someone needs to be hung or hanged. I don't even want to be a part of that decision. No. Yeah. And I'm not going to sit there and like witness it and rally for it. What happens to your soul at that point?
Did you see? It was just a video this week where the young boy got shot in his arm by the neighbor. He was maybe 6, trying to get his bike. The neighbor shot him through his window into his arm. He said first he tried to get me with a machete, but I'm too quick for that. So he shot me. And he was like, he shot me right here, and his little arm was all wrapped up. But like, it exists. It's not going nowhere. That was an Asian man to a little black boy. And I mean, some of it is mental health purely. Some of it is racism, which should be deemed mental health.
It is. It is.
And
like, those people are crazy.
Yeah, like it's not normal to think like that. But listen, you see these people. I was at my job, and there was a nurse sitting behind the desk with black, like, biker shades on. I said, he's a Republican racist. I know that. For you to sit here at this nurse's station with blacked out shades, I know what type of person you are.
That's the uniform.
I went back to my office, and I talked to a lady who knew him. I was like, yo, this nurse just was over there with blacked out shades. Like, he's walking around a unit as a nurse who cares for everybody. She said, yeah, you're right. He's a Republican and he's a racist. and I fuck with him all the time. I'm like, that's just wild.
He had on the uniform.
They gotta have a certain look. You gotta have on a certain uniform so that the other ones can, see each other out in public and know that they
my
together.
Too much. But this is a good segue. So, is social media, this is the topic, and we can go explain what it means a little bit. Is social media the judge and the jury? And the jury. So many times we have seen some, and this is like the video Kimi was just talking about, some video of somebody doing something on the internet, and then the whole internet goes, let's get them. And they find out the person's name, first and last, where they work, and all their business. And they tag them and they attack their accounts. And then the next post you see is this person has been fired from their job, and there's a statement from the CEO. And everybody's like, so, I mean, like, yes, it's social media. It's Instagram, it's Twitter, it's whatever, Facebook. But there's power in these internet streets because they're making real world things happen. So like, how influential is social media in our like not even just justice system, but like what happens to people real in their lives, because I think that shit is crazy.
It is wild. They are like bees to honey when somebody do something, and it only takes a few days.
And don't be on Twitter, because that's where they get you the easiest. They
So
it
like, absolutely is. It absolutely is the judge and jury. This one dude tried to be incognito doing some old crazy-ish, and they found that Facebook and posted that picture. You gotta be better, but you can't be better. Because first off, you shouldn't be doing what you're doing. Okay? And second off, these people are going to find out all your business. I don't even know how they do it.
I mean, the job, the first.
It must be the women who also
go to school.
Who pull them records on their men's.
Woo.
Who they about to be dating.
Mm-hmm.
They do that FBI work.
And it be quick, man.
They be like, here go their number. They be like, here go their address.
Yes.
This is where they work. They're owners of this company. Shut down the company.
Write letters, send emails. Come on, power. Like is this what they be talking about? Maybe saying you need to organize, because social media is doing it.
They doing it.
Yeah.
No games.
They get you up out of there quick.
I really think it's amazing. And we should really recognize, and people are recognizing that power. People think, social media is a game. You spend all your time on here. It's nonsense. Well, you know what? For the most part, people this is our world now.
Right.
Like social media is dead. I'm dead.
Auntie Patty!
Patty!
Hello, when Auntie stop by.
Hello. Welcome.
Hey, Betty.
It's absolutely the judge and the jury. Listen, did you see the girl who got dragged down the steps in the club by her hair because they thought she snuck a bottle in?
I did see. I didn't know why. I didn't see the reason, but I saw her being drugged.
Yeah. So then they ended up protesting outside. They got rid of the security company that was there. But it was crazy. They thought she I don't know if she was with somebody or around somebody. Anyway, and then they jumped the security guard because he was a big old man dragging a little woman down the steps by her hair.
I don't know.
His job ain't trained him to do that.
No. It's like, how you can't be doing a job like that and be up in your feelings and then do some wild. Like you need to have the utmost control.
He went to work mad, and that ain't good.
He probably got up and was like, I'm gonna drag somebody today.
Oh my God.
She just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Darn it. Poor baby.
No, but there's a lot of audacity. That's intentional. And when people, I always say this, security guards, all this stuff, women, men, secretaries, and some people, when they get behind a desk, think that they run the whole building. I'm like, ma'am, you're the gatekeeper. Sometimes it's above you. Like you can't take care of it all.
Right.
But people do power trip over, small things. And I think security guard, corrections officer, police officer, they give you room to power trip. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not the right personality or temperament, then that gets very ugly, and it does.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Very, very, very.
That's why
we're all in agreement. It is.
They're judging and jurying.
Do y'all be in the post like, get her?
No.
No, but my face, if I'm watching something or reading something, my face gonna say that it's gonna be a satisfying.
I already know what's gonna get handled. I ain't gotta get involved. I already know.
Most of the time, I catch it after it get handled. It's like a post.
I hand it over.
I just be there. I get the look of approval, like.
You're doing it.
That's about it. What's this next topic?
Go ahead, Jeesh. This one is for you. It's spicy.
It's spicy. Okay, here we go. What does it mean when your partner asks for a threesome?
This is on the menu?
This is on the menu. What does it mean when your partner asks for a threesome?
I mean, okay, so would y'all be the partner asking for a threesome, or would y'all think it would be the other? Like, would it be y'all partner asking y'all for a threesome? Because I think that makes a difference too. Like, it's two different.
I'm not asking for it. It's never been something that I felt like I wanted to ask about or for. That isn't Kiwi. Bro.
I didn't say anything.
You can say whatever you want. And I was thinking about this, but like, yo, the audience members are close personal, and this show must be interesting.
I know. My mom has been watching lately. She like, oh, I love Monkey. I'm like, I hope she didn't see that one episode.
I don't know what it is when your partner asks for a threesome.
What does it mean?
I mean, okay, so how would you feel basically? If your partner came to you and said, I want a threesome, how would you feel? Like, would you be like, okay,
I understand what you mean. Like, the first thoughts going through my head, is it going to be, do they feel like they're missing something? Do they feel unfulfilled? Are they, do we need to spice things up? Have things gotten boring? All those things are going to run through my head if I'm asked. Is this something that's always been on his mind? How long has he been thinking about this? When we're having sex, is he like, damn, I wish there was another pair of boobs here? Like, how deep is the want, the need? Is it going to, and I do all this stuff, like literally, and like, I get asked a question, I'll be like,
like that meme water deal.
Yes, I really run it down, and I'll be like, I got some questions. But yes, so I would want to know all those. I wouldn't ask all that, but I would ask. I would be like, what brought this up? What could it mean? It could mean any of those things.
So
you have to have a deep conversation with the partner.
So would the answer decide your answer, or would it just be a no either way? You just want to know, like, what you want to bring some for? Well, I didn't even put you in the hot seat. I mean, it was a go around question. It wasn't for.
I know, but the situation has to be so right. And I don't know if the situation could ever be that right. Like I feel like I would probably ruin it by being so picky about it. I would have to know, I wouldn't want the friend to be a close friend, but I wouldn't want it to be a complete stranger. I wouldn't want it to be somebody that I need to interact with all the time, but I wouldn't, but I want to feel safe. Are we going to get STD tested in the beginning? Like, it gets.
Patty said it gotta be a woman, but she's not with it.
You don't want to see your man mouth kissing another. Well, it don't even have to be there. It don't even have to be there. The men don't have to interact.
I mean, people. I don't even want to say like.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying like because.
Can you educate the folks on threesome etiquette, please?
Well, I'm just saying. I mean,
and the possibilities.
2 men and a woman is usually
It's a It's not a train. It is a threesome.
No, you see, no, because if the woman wants to be with 2 men,
it's fine. I mean, it's fine. It's still a train though, like unless the dudes are interacting.
It is not a train.
It wouldn't be a train. Well, I guess
we've said that all these years, but it's a threesome.
I think a train is when the woman is just sitting there.
They taking turns.
Yes.
Yeah, but if she's doing both, if she multitasking.
If everybody having sex, then everybody's having sex.
He said if she multitasking. The hand motions for me.
We're gonna have to we can't bleep it because
I know. Jesus Christ. That's funny.
I mean, no, I think it's definitely a threesome. Especially if she's like, everybody's involved.
3 people is a threesome. I think that if she's just sitting there and people are just running through her, then that's a train. But other than that,
Molly, look at the face like disgust.
It's a party.
What up, Camille? Yes, you did. You won.
Kimi, what is it when your
What's
partner
up?
asks for a threesome?
You said what? You said what?
What does it mean when your partner asks for a threesome?
It can mean that they want to explore. They may want to experience someone else.
How do you feel about that?
They may just want to have a party. I don't know. I guess I'm open to everything if the situation is right. We'd have to see what the details of that is. Because again, like you said, is everyone healthy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
does everyone have their back teeth in place? You know what I'm saying? Do you shower once a week? Or do you shower every day?
And now, Scheme, would it have to be like Mo said? Like, would you want it to be somebody like a stranger, but not a stranger? Or would it be somebody?
The funny thing is, I just was out with a group of friends, and at the end of the night, one said to their partner, "You owe me a threesome." I said, "Oh, okay."
They said that to you?
No. They ain't say that to me, but I was like, y'all better make sure that it's right. You know what I'm saying? Don't be picking no friends. Like, you don't want it to be messy. Nobody you know who you can stay in contact with. You almost want it to be a random.
But then the scariness of a random is quite
the scariness of a mutual who has contact with everybody.
Same. They're both equally scary.
You know what I'm saying? I'll join in the threesome because I know that my heart is right. I'm not going to try to break up nothing later.
So if you are getting asked to be in a threesome, you're down for the party?
I don't know. I would have to see. I would have to see.
Have you ever been asked to be in a threesome?
No, I don't live like that.
Whatever. Jeesh, weigh in.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You ain't say nothing.
I did. I was the one who brought it up.
I was the one me. She said, "Oh, hell no, you owe a threesome." I don't know how a threesome is owed, but those were the exact words. And look. And I've been around. Say no more, Patty. I love it. Oh my God.
Hey, but no, yeah. So yeah, I mean,
Jeesh.
So are you down for a threesome?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Would you have special stipulations as far as knowing the people?
I'm more on a spontaneous tip with it.
So you'll have a threesome with two strangers.
I mean, like as far as my if it's me and my if I'm in a couple, if I wasn't single and like we had something happen spontaneous, like a friend, sure, why not? Or like a situation, I guess.
So you wouldn't have stranger threesomes.
Like I said, I'm spontaneous, so it just depends.
That's a yes.
And that's Jeesh without a straight answer.
I know. I think that's a very straight answer. I'm spontaneous. Like.
That's a yes. Has this ever happened in your real life?
No.
I asked Kimmy. Yeah.
Yes, she did ask me.
This thing on, like I said earlier in the show, I'm spontaneous.
So this has happened. He is down for it to happen.
And that's the answer too. Have you ever had a threesome? I mean, blink once for yes, twice for no. I don't know.
I don't live like that, but
it may have happened before.
I'm 27.
Yo, I cannot deal with Patty. We about to kick you off the podcast.
I love it. There was this moment. There was this one time I was with a group of friends, and I felt like that was the environment. Because, like, I think this was the first, I was with maybe two people that I knew, but it was a group of us. And the way we were chilling was like, get this, fresh puppies. They all be on top of each other. And that's how we were chilling and talking. And I was like, where is this about to go?
We about to pop off.
About to be looking like chicken.
But it didn't go there. But I mean, I wasn't uncomfortable with it, so I guess I'd be okay.
You know what? It is a good place when you're like almost to a situation, but you don't take it all the way, and just to like be.
It just was comfortable. Yeah, we just was living. Everybody was draped over top of each other, chilling, talking.
Yeah,
having a good old night.
And I think like the fact that it crossed your mind, that is nice. When you're enjoying your night and it's like, what if? It adds a little bit of risque to the situation, whether you do it or not. You know,
because I don't live like that.
That don't mean you didn't enjoy a little caress, a little deeper than you normally would. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Oh yeah,
it's cute. It's energy. It's a vibe.
And then when you don't do nothing, you feel all mature. Like
Let me tell you, this is what my life is about. I've deemed it the summer of 21 is going to be the summer of Ja Rule. It is. I'm bringing it back. Like it's also going to be the summer of just making out. This is where I'm at in my life. Like making out. Yes. So I sat somewhere recently. So I met a person. Whatever. I don't know if it's going to turn into anything, but we just sat and talked and chilled in the wee hours of the morning, and I felt like a teenager, and it was precious.
Hold on, because Patty got a story, and give us the story, Patty. Give us the story. I'm about to send you the video link to come on up in here.
So Patty is on here saying she gotta wait. Y'all want to hear my situation about a threesome?
We do.
Oh my gosh. He said it's X-rated, although I did not participate. I'm not going to get into exactly who Patty is, but Patty's a family member of mine. This is why.
We'll let Patty get that story out. Mo, finish what you were saying.
I don't even know anymore.
You got to chill. You got to talk.
Oh, yeah. And it was just very precious. Like, I really just want to be like kissed and rubbed up on. And he just like rubbed my legs and we listened to music. And you know how like Tabitha was talking about recently how she was fighting with her husband and she kept playing, like he was in the shower, she would go play Fantasia. If you don't want me, then don't talk. Just blasting it over and over. Mm-hmm. It was like that type of shit. He was like, we're having conversations through music. He's playing songs for me and shit. And I was just like, ooh, 17.
Yes.
It was super cute. But, you know, as adults. And that's where I want to be. That's where I'm at in my life right now. Until I meet that special throuple.
Yes. They going to be coming around the mountain for you.
Mona, you probably...
Nah, I'm just playing.
She ain't think she was, but she might be.
Say it again.
You don't think you are, but you might be.
I always tell Mo I can see her with two boyfriends and they both just feeding her grapes and fanning her.
Oh, she would love it. She would love it.
That's definitely her life.
You know she love a good pressing too.
I do.
She would have one that go to work, one that stay home and take care of the cats.
Yo, G, how do you know? Like, first of all, I was just about to be like, they would have to do two totally separate things.
Mo, we here, okay?
Yeah. Yes. One of them has to go home. The other one would have to, like, you know, stay at. Oh, that would be amazing. I would have like 5 children back to back.
No uterine rest.
No. And
we need the sounds because that was a bob. Like, I need 5 kids back to back.
At the next 5 years, I'm going to be pregnant.
Bam, bam, bam.
We can do it at a time. We'll do that.
Voila.
Yeah. Would y'all ever consider a throuple?
I think the idea always start off good, but I honestly think the type of person I am that it wouldn't last. Like, I think I would be over it quick as shit.
Why?
Because it's a lot. In what way? Just handling two, because I'm already an empath, so it's like handling a motherfucker that's around me every day and their emotions bouncing that shit off of me is a lot. So handling 2 relationships and 2 personalities and 2 people that's expecting the same from me, that's a lot. I think I would get wore the fuck out.
That's so interesting.
I could do a throuple
a thruple, a fivel, and my number one question would be, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bill? If it's a multi-income household, we can make it all work. I don't know if the other shorties can make it work, but I can make it work.
Well, see, that's Skin gonna come in like the daddy. That's why he looking like the principal.
Principal,
like, yo, chill it out.
I'm too laid back, so I just you know what I'm saying, and it's like so no, it wouldn't work.
I feel like I be considering stuff, and I really do think about it. I'm like, the reflection is real because I feel like I probably will, like, I need some sort of non-traditional sort of relationship or something, but it would have to be like I'm very organized. The shit would be organized, like. Yeah. You all understand the purpose, the role, and I don't know. I wouldn't want to get into like schedules for sex and things like that. Like that, right. That gets too much. But
financially and like house roles for sure, I think.
Yes, and I think of it a little bit as like the opposite of you, Geesh, where you were like, it's going to be a lot for you to give to people. I'm like, for me, having another person it could be a load off. Sometimes I don't want to be bothered. Like none of y'all, like nobody. So
y'all go to the other room, go have fun.
You have a friend right now. And it could work for all three people. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be bothered with blah, 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 blah. Well, you have a friend right now. It may, you don't have to go outside of the relationship. You always have somebody to bounce off of. It could, it could be.
It could work. Now, Mo, if I ever get the opportunity, I'm coming with my throuple and we're going to sit down with you and get everything in order. And
yes.
We coming to sit with you because, I mean, it's definitely a plus size. I mean, a plus size.
You better get to a plus size, Mama.
Hey, yeah, for real. Oh no, but it's definitely a plus side to it. But I'm thinking of the downside and how bad it could get, like on the downside. The upside would be up though for sure.
But I mean, there's a downside to every relationship.
Somebody washing dishes, somebody vacuuming. Like, no, I'm just kidding.
It's gonna be like that.
It's gonna be just like Hustle and Flow.
Push that shit out. No.
I was out and this throuple came to the party I was at and it seemed very hectic and messy.
See?
And it made no sense. But that's what they were.
What was wrong that made it seem messy?
Crack cocaine.
No, stop.
Oh my God.
And the one girl, she identified as a lesbian, but she was mouth kissing in this circle with this man. I'm like, y'all, it don't go together. Y'all all laying down. I don't even need to know the full details. It just seemed all over the place and hectic.
I've been seeing that in porn lately with like studs giving oral fellatio to
mercy
straight men. I'm like, that's
I
was like,
celebrate Pride.
I was scrolling.
Yes. Forget about a gender role. We're not.
But it was like, it was like a whole like young MIA and like.
They be out here getting it, and they pop up pregnant, and they sleeping with besties, and they sleeping with homies.
She was like, "Do you want more Parmesan?" Like, like damn.
Dead.
He took the headphones off.
I am dead. But so this is, am I wholesome? Sam, are you out there? This is like one of the creepy questions I ask people.
Sam.
So I always, and y'all don't have to answer. Just don't put you on the spot. I always ask people, usually the guys that I'm talking to, what are your top 3 porn categories? Like, what do you search for when you go to the porn stove? Like,
how did we get here today?
Everybody has something they search for, something they like. Where they go into that little box.
Why am I like feeling like I'm about to take a damn spelling bee test?
I be wanting to know. It's very interesting.
Hey Sam.
Hey Samantha, baby.
I'm about to say, what kind of porn you like? That's what we just walked in though.
Yes, what kind of porn y'all like? Patty, we're waiting for the story.
We were waiting for the story, Patty. You were supposed to be drafting it up all this time.
Right, we have 20 seconds left. You better do what it do, or I don't know.
Yeah, because
Oh, look at Sam. You see?
Ooh, the same
Good
thing.
night, Patty. The same thing.
All the time. Yo, y'all know. Don't act like y'all don't know.
Live.
And then, you know what? On that note, tonight, when you go search for your porn, search for something new. Search for something new. In celebration of Pride Month, make it a little,
Yeah,
ignore them roles.
Go look at that one thing I was. No, I'm sorry.
Sam, we all do, girl.
Yes. and that's on Pride Month.
Yeah. Shout out to lesbian porn.
Interracial. It did. No, I'm joking.
And until next time.